Tonight on CTV News, we take a look at the Chinese festival hosted by the Confucius Institute. Then we'll watch sports anchors Brett Kennedy and Olivia Landis talk to CSU Rams about who they'd rather hang out with. And then we'll take a look at the CSU Quidditch team prepare for an upcoming tourney, starting now.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening, CSU and Fort Collins. I'm Kay Bennett.
And I'm Bailey Lakey. Police are warning citizens to not take selfies with resident elk near the mountains. This is because a man in Estes Park was tossed up in the air and injured after trying to take a selfie with one. Many tourists are attracted to the animal due to their large numbers from a protected status in the state. We repeat, it's not a good idea to take selfies with wild elk.
And according to the Coloradoan, construction for the Prospect Road underpass has a begin date. The project will begin in January and will hopefully be finished by the end of summer 2016. The $6.1 million project will make it easier for students and citizens alike to cross Prospect, either on foot or on bike.
Recently, CSU students and the community took the time to celebrate a traditional Chinese festival.
The Mid-Autumn Festival, also known as the Moon Festival, is a time for people to come together and celebrate with family and friends.
Mid-Autumn Festival, usually we say it's a festival for family to get together. So no matter how far away you are, usually at that festival, people want to get together.
The Confucius Institute worked alongside the Chinese Scholars Student Association, the CSU Chinese Club, and many other people in the community to put on this exciting event.
Today, we Chinese are very happy to celebrate this festival. So we want all of the people can have fun in this day.
Activities included face painting, calligraphy competitions, a variety of games, traditional Chinese dancing and food, and much more.
I really love watching the dancing. I think that's really interesting, and just learning more about the festival and the actual festival.
The Confucius Institute at CSU strives to serve as a bridge between Colorado and China.
We come from China to help people learn Chinese. We come to help people to understand China, what China it is, what China is now. So we come to display Chinese culture to people.
If you missed the Mid-Autumn Festival, don't worry, the Confucius Institute will be holding another festival celebration in the spring.
The Collegian is reporting that the CSU synchronized swim team has reached an agreement with the CSU Rec Center to reobtain their ability to practice there. They recently had their permission revoked after the Office of Risk Management and Insurance expressed concern over their possibly dangerous hypoxic or breath-holding training.
A CSU professor is going to be on the hit show Who Do You Think You Are? Associate History Professor Ann Little will be researching TV icon Tom Bergeron's ancestral history on the reality show. She was chosen for her background on French-Canadian history as well as her research skills. The episode premiered last week.
Transport is facing problems associated with overpopulation off campus, as students are often late to class because the buses are too full. Backpacks, coffees, and silence along the apartments on West Elizabeth Street early this morning.
We're here to catch the bus.
Rachelle Eddings has missed the ride before, but not because she was running late.
Sometimes it gets too busy, so they have to keep going, and then we have to catch the next one.
And she isn't the only one. Just this morning, Clint Ide faced the same situation.
Got here on time for the bus and it was too full for me to get on. Hopefully they send another one.
He says this happens often.
Every morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday usually, there's so many kids who have class at 9.
And shares his personal solution.
Typically, I get here half an hour early, which is usually plenty of time.
The general manager of Transit Services says they have been scheduling extra buses.
We're working diligently to try to accommodate the demand that we're seeing out in West Elizabeth, the students coming into campus, as well as trying to accommodate the demands on the MAX service too, because we are having to put additional buses out there as well.
He wants to thank students for using their service to get to campus and offers a piece of advice.
Typically there will be a bus shortly after the bus that may be full, so hopefully it's not a long wait.
Clint says it's a little too far to get those legs moving.
I have not walked. I will drive before I walk.
So it seems like the best course of action is to hope that another bus is close behind. The Transit Center is working closely with CSU and ASCSU to try to find solutions. And that's it for our news segment. Nicole Conklin is up next with your weather forecast. Stay tuned.
The Ramskeller offers a traditional pub menu, 20 beers on tap, and even fresh-to-order pizza coming soon. Stop by Sweet Sensations for a delicious bakery item, espresso, or any other coffee needs you may have.
Hi, welcome to Aspen Grill.
Aspen Grill is a student-operated restaurant located in the University Club. The food court features a number of different restaurants to satisfy your needs between classes.
You're watching CSU TV. CSU TV is an educational access channel programmed through Colorado State University. Throughout the broadcast day, CSU TV provides programming from Colorado State University, Rocky Mountain Student Media, and the Department of Journalism and Technical Communication. To make a suggestion, comment, or to ask a question, contact us at 970-491-2920.
Good evening, I'm Nicole Conklin, and I'm here with your weather forecast for tonight. Currently, we're going to dive into our evening planner. It's about 66 right now with some light winds. Throughout the night, it's going to get a little cooler into the lower 60s for the next couple of hours. However, looking at the state lows for tonight, it's going to be a little cooler here on the western slope, mid 40s, low 40s. But however, on the I-25 corridor, as you can see, it's going to be mid 50s. Fort Collins is going to have a low of 53 tonight. Tomorrow, our highs in the state. Again, it's going to be a little cooler on the western slope, but not by much. Again, I-25 corridor, mid 80s consistently. High for Fort Collins tomorrow will be 84. Now, it's pretty crazy that this October is warmer than most, actually. In the last couple of years, it's been 58 to 65. However, tomorrow is going to be an average of 79 degrees, one of our warmest Octobers yet. Starting for our first day of October, Thursday, let's plan on a pretty cool morning. 52, slightly cloudy, but it's going to warm up, so definitely crank out the shorts and the t-shirts because you're going to need them. It's going to be 74 by 4 p.m., so another nice warm day. Looking at our 7-day planner, it's going to stay pretty warm until Friday, where it's going to get a little cloudy. Saturday, we have a slight chance of rain, and then it's going to cool even more, and it's going to stay in the 60s probably throughout the weekend and into next week. Well, thank you so much. That's all the weather I have tonight. Stay tuned, though, because Brett and Olivia have the update in the world of CSU sports.
Oh, hey there, Rams. Today is a great day to play in the LSC. So let's take a look at our ballrooms, theater, and art galleries. The LSC ballrooms, which are the busiest venue in northern Colorado, have been recently renovated. The Laurie Student Center Theater can be transformed to feature films, concerts, lectures, entertainment, and banquets. And last but not least, the Kerfman Gallery provides a showcase for the creations of local and student artists.
Everyone wants to be the best.
But wanting it isn't enough. It takes focus.
It takes discipline.
It takes guts.
Right shoulder, now through, and Sam Martin.
And when it all comes together,
we're ready.
Are you?
Welcome back to your CSU Fast Five. I'm Brett Kennedy.
And I'm Olivia Landis.
The Colorado State Rams football team is coming off its second win of the season this past weekend, beating UTSA in a squeaker 33-31. The two Rams players that played most notably and they stood out were from the offensive side of the ball. Redshirt sophomore quarterback Nick Stevens played much better in this game, completing 15 of 28 passes for 255 yards and 3 touchdowns to 3 different receivers and no interceptions thrown. But the biggest surprise came from senior running back Jason Oden Jr. Filling in for injured Dalen Dawkins, Oden was a workhorse. He had 30 carries and rumbled for a career-best 143 yards and 1 touchdown. Those were the most carries in a game by a Rams running back since Capri Bibbs carried the ball 30 times in a game back in 2013. CSU will face a tough road test this Saturday as they head over to Logan to face Utah State. Aggie quarterback Chucky Keaton will not play in the game due to injury, so it will be a battle of the sophomores. Kent Myers will fill in for Utah State as he takes on Stevens. Here's what Coach Mike Bobo had to say about moving on to face Utah State.
It's going to be a tough challenge. Utah State, you turn on the film, they're very, very good defensively. They're sound. They're very multiple in what they do, and scheme-wise and coverage-wise. They like to give you a bunch of different looks. So we got to make sure we're sound in what we're trying to do in the run game, in the pass game, and protection. And we got to realize everything's not going to work.
Now, Liv, this Utah State game for these Rams is always a tough one. They always have a tough defense.
Absolutely.
How do you think the Rams are going to overcome in this one?
Well, Brett, I think a big key in this game, Jason Oden Jr., he had a huge game against the Roadrunners. I think the Rams are going to take the running game a lot more seriously, taking a little bit of pressure off of Nick Stevens, and it also helps that Chucky Keaton is not playing.
Chucky Keaton's always one of the best quarterbacks in the Mountain West, and that's a load off for the Rams as they go up against a sophomore who hasn't played a lot, so we'll see what happens there. I cannot wait for this game.
The Colorado State women's volleyball team has quite the road schedule ahead of them for the next couple of matches. After taking on the Boise State Broncos in a thrilling 5-set match last Saturday, the 20th ranked Rams look to take on Nevada tomorrow night in Reno and San Diego State on Saturday. The Nevada Wolfpack is the most productive serving team in the league with Madison Morrell, who ranks 15th in the nation on the team. CSU has won the last 5 matches against Nevada since 2012. To kick up the Rams' confidence, senior outside hitter Alex Reed was named the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Week on Monday. So far this season, Alex Reed and Adriana Colbert have been named as Offensive Players of the Week.
Liv and I recently took to the plaza to see which professional athletes CSU students would rather spend a day with. Check it out.
Okay, so if you were to be stranded on an island with either Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, who would you choose and why?
Peyton Manning, because Tom Brady deflates things.
J.J. Watt or Mike Trout?
J.J. Watt.
Why is that?
Just seems fun.
LeBron James or Tom Brady, who would you pick and why?
Probably LeBron James because he's super tall and I feel like that could be effective with like trees and stuff.
Seems fun. Like, would he help you survive on the island at all, or?
Yeah, in certain ways.
In what certain ways?
Just like if I need anything. I don't know.
What about survival tactics?
I can teach Peyton Manning survival tactics.
I don't know. He seems like he'd be super friendly, honestly.
He's ripped, so he'd probably be able to like chop wood for you or something.
Or like lift me up to to go get coconuts or.
There you go, thinking ahead.
So if you were to go on a 24-hour road trip, would you rather be with Serena Williams or Alex Morgan, and why?
I have to say Alex Morgan.
How come?
She's pretty attractive, even though she's got a husband.
Serena Williams or Venus Williams?
Probably Serena.
Why is that?
I just feel like I know more about her, and I'd be like more, like, I don't know. I feel like I could talk to her more about stuff.
More interesting?
Yeah.
Either Hope Solo or Alex Morgan, who would you choose and why?
I'd have to go with Alex Morgan.
How come?
I don't know. I've just known her for a while. Well, not known her personally, but.
Maria Sharapova from the tennis team, or from women's tennis, or Alex Morgan for the USA soccer team?
I don't know either of those people.
Any other reasons?
No.
So.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, she kind of fits my personality.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And the style of my play when I play soccer, so.
Perfect.
Just choose one.
Let's do the guy from the soccer team.
The girl from the soccer team. All right, sounds good. All right, that'll be it, man.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
One, I'm more interested in soccer, and women's soccer is an awesome sport.
Mm-hmm.
What I love about women's soccer is they don't flop as much as the men.
I don't know, Brett. Who would you take on a stranded island? Me or Serena Williams?
I'd probably have to go with Serena Williams. No offense,
Ouch.
Liv. Serena Williams is jacked, and she'd probably be able to get food and chop down some trees for me. So
I'd probably pick the same. Well, that was your CSU Fast 5 Sports. Molly Baltzer is up with your entertainment segment.
don't go away.
Up here, there's something that makes the remarkable an inspirational thing.
taking our work with this out of the lab and putting it into these all over the world.
Chasing tornadoes from the shadow of the Rockies.
A special sensitivity that revolutionized an industry.
All of this in a great Colorado town.
It's an exciting place to live and learn!
Colorado State University. Inspiration happens on higher ground.
Having one of those days where you need to just get out of your head and chill out? If that's the case, head to the Lori Student Center and relax. One of the best spots to relax in the LSC is outside the food court on the Plinth Lawn. Don't forget to stop by the Ramhead Fountain. The Level 100 Commons is the perfect spot. Lounge by the flat screen TVs or enjoy one of the gaming chairs to escape the daily grind. You can always relax in the LSC.
Welcome back. I'm Molly Baltzer with your entertainment news. 90s favorite TV show The X-Files is making a small screen comeback. The official trailer was released last night. Take a look.
It'll probably start on a Friday. What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia. Driven by a well-oiled, well-armed, and multinational group of elites using alien technology that government's been hiding for 70 years. Like yourself, I'm a true believer. What I need is your expertise.
You said if I ever put the pieces together that you would confirm.
And have you?
I've seen something.
You're nearly there. You're close.
I can't do this alone.
Yeah.
I'm here.
That looks creepy and exciting. It will be a 6-episode event and it premieres in January of 2016. It's officially fall, which means pumpkin spice lattes, colorful trees, and of course, Harry Potter. Speaking of Harry Potter, I went to watch the CSU Quidditch team practice and heard about some of their future events.
The CSU community may have seen the Bogarts Quidditch Club running around the IM fields with their brooms practicing for their upcoming Harry Potter-inspired tournament. The team consists of 7 players, 3 chasers, 2 beaters, 1 keeper, and 1 seeker, just like seen in the movies.
So the Quidditch team at CSU was originally started by a guy named Christian, I think, back in 2008 or so. And he was the one that also founded the Harry Potter Alliance, which is no longer around here. But we've been going strong. We're a small team. We're known pretty much throughout the region as the really nice team.
The club has now been playing this full-contact co-ed sport for 7 years. Being known as the nice team, the Bogarts play local teams and attend tournaments all around the country.
Do a lot of scrimmaging. There's not a lot of Quidditch teams in the area. We've got the Denver Dementors. They used to be in Denver, but they've disbanded. But there's a new team that's in Denver now. We went down for a scrimmage a few weekends ago. We play UNC a lot. They've got a very nice team. And usually we go, this weekend actually, we go to Utah for the Crimson Cup.
The Bogarts encourage all athletes, wizards, and muggles alike to come watch them practice and compete, or even pick up a broom themselves.
Yeah, we're always looking for people to get involved. There's no tryouts, no anything. Just if you've got cleats, bring them and show up at 6 o'clock on Friday night.
We wish the Bogarts luck in their upcoming tournament. That does it for us at CTV News this evening. Be sure to catch the new comedy sketch show, Sort of Sketchy, premiering right after this. And of course, be sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. But before then, we're going to celebrate one of CTV's very own, Brett Kennedy, who is turning 22 today. Let's get the whole crew up here. Happy birthday to you. Oh my God. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brett. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night,
Thanks,
guys.
Williams.